Hello students, welcome to the next lecture on the CSIR NET December 2025. Today I will upload the part 1 of the statistics solution. Myself Dr. Harish Garg, you can follow my YouTube channel where you can find the complete part B solutions of the CSIR NET December 25 such as linear algebra, quadratic form, differential equation, complex, real, and now in this video you will find the statistics solutions as well. In this lecture, I will explain you the 6 question. The first question you can see related to the binomial distributions and they are talking about the almost sure convergence. Second question is related to the Bernoulli distribution. Third question is related to the Markov chain. Fourth question is related to the normal random variables and the Cauchy distribution. Fifth question is related to the confidence interval. And the sixth question is related to the maximum likelihood estimators. So because this is the part 1, in this part 1, I will explain you the 6 questions, while in the next part that I will upload after this video, another 6 questions. Both these parts cover the part B of the CSIR NET 2025. Fine. If you are new to my YouTube videos, you can scan and join my WhatsApp group. The only thing is you have to subscribe my YouTube channel and then scan my WhatsApp group. This group is almost always free of cost to everyone. चलिए let's start this video. Read the statement very carefully. What is given to you? Xi's are my IID and it follows the binomial distributions. And your target is to look about the almost sure convergence. Which things come in your mind when you look about the almost sure convergence? That is called as the strong law of the large number. Fine. Fine. Now since strong law of the large number is applicable on the y, so firstly we will see what are the values of the y. Random variable y, what are the values? So y is dependent on the x. So can you calculate the values of the x? X follows the binomial distribution. Therefore the value of the x is 0, 1, 2 and 3. Out of these 4 values, which one satisfied? X0 satisfied? Yes. Fine. Whenever x is 0, I can write here. Whenever x is 0, it's satisfied by this equation. Therefore, y is equal to 1. Whenever x is equal to 1, again it's satisfied. Therefore, y is equal to 1. Whenever x is equal to 2, again it's satisfied. Y is equal to 1. And whenever x is equal to 3, it is not satisfied because 3 can never be less than of the root 5. The value of the y is 0. Therefore, the random variable y follows the 2 variables only 0 and 1. So I can write the value of the y is either 0 or 1. The corresponding value of the x is 0, 1, 2 and the value of the y is here. Fine. Now your target is to find the probability of the y. Is it okay? यही तो पूछा है. Now by using the strong law of the large, what is the meaning of that? This, because the given xi's are my IID, corresponding the yi are also IID, that is follows the Bernoulli distributions. Fine. But it is not exactly Bernoulli distribution. Why? Bernoulli distribution is applicable only when the probabilities are same. But you can see corresponding to y is equal to 1. What is the probability corresponding to y is equal to 1? That means probability is x is 0 plus probability at x is equal to 1 plus probability at x is equal to 2. This is the probability at corresponding to y is equal to 1. Now it converges almost surely. What is the definition is? It is E of y square. Fine. And it converges to the C. That means C is my E of y square. Clear? And your target is to find the value of y. So that's over. So your C is E of y square. And can you find the value of the y square from expected value? This is summation of y square into probability of y. So कितना आंसर हो गया इसका? अब मैं तो यहां से रब कर देता हूं. So that will be 1 into probability of y. If I say alpha 1 is the probability of the y, fine. So इसका आंसर कितना हो जाएगा आपका? Alpha 1. This is the y corresponding to 1. अब बिकॉज इसका आंसर निकालने के लिए आपको 1, 2 एंड 0 तीनों का प्लस करना पड़ेगा. आई कैन फाइंड द प्रोबेबिलिटी 1 माइनस अल्फा 2. Fine. And what is the alpha 2? I can write the alpha 2 is probability corresponding to x is equal to 3. Now x is equal to 3 by using the binomial is 3c3 1 by 4 raised to power 0, 3 raised to power 4, sorry, 1 by 4 raised to power 3, 3 raised to power 0. So that is 1 over 64. If you substitute, answer is 63 divided by 64. C is the right answer of the problem. Fine. Look at the next one. Yi are the sequence of the independent and identically. Yi's are Bernoulli distribution. Then define Z, which of the following statement is my correct. It looks like a very difficult, but if you closely look about that, this is a very simple question. Fine. N is 1 to infinity. I can define h of n is 4 times yn. What is the yn is? Bernoulli. That means yi is either 0 or 1. Fine. That means hi is either 0 or 4. Now if you open this bracket, this will be hn. Fine. So if you open this bracket, it will be h1 over 5 plus h2 over 5 square and so on. Fine. That is the value of my z. Now clearly say this is my infinite. This is my infinite series. Is it okay? This is my infinitely series. Now the question arises is what is the z? So clearly say because it has infinite series, so it means z is my continuous type distribution. But what is the distribution? Either the uniform, exponential, normal, we never know. So once we know it's a continuous distribution, probability at a single point is always 0. Fine. Probability at a single point is always 0. Now look at the second options. Third option is cancel. Fourth option is cancel because we can never get the probability as a 0 as a single point. Now look at the first and second option. Your target is to find the 3 by 5. Because we have seen the value of the hi is either 0 and 4. So I assume h1 is either 4 or h1 is either 0. दो ही तो possibilities हैं. अगर आपका h1 4 है, then your z will be first value is 4 and the rest of the values are my assumed 0, which is greater than 3 by 5 that we needed. On the other hand, if h1 is my 0, then your z will be 0 plus h2, I can assume any number, fine, plus over 25, and you can see whenever you have 5 raised to power 2, that is always less than of 3 by 5. So my target is to define this number. Clear? So therefore, you can calculate the probabilities. Now you can find the probabilities. Z is greater than equal to 3 by 5. How you can calculate the probability of Z greater than 3 by 5? That means your target is to find the probability of Z is 4 by 5 because Z is 4 by 5 satisfied 3 over 5. Is it okay? But or instead of that you can say this is the probability corresponding to h1 is equal to 4. Now what is the h1? H1 follows the Bernoulli distribution because yi follows the Bernoulli distribution. That means the probability of the each ai is my half. Fine. So I can substitute probability of a where a is either 0 or 4. Answer is 0.5 is the correct answer. The first option is the correct, is the right answer of the problem. Look at the next one. The next question is related to the Markov chain. So you firstly draw the transition diagram. 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 3, 1 to 4. Fine. 2 to 2 only. Fine. 3 to 1, 3 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 1, 4 to 3 and 4 to 4. Now clearly say you have the two different closed commutative classes. What are those classes? 1, 3 and 4, while it's a 2. Clear? Now you can see, ये तो खत्म हो गया आपके पास. Now you have to talk about the stationary distribution. First of all, you can clearly say P is my double stochastic matrix. Fine. Is it okay? Now you can see P is my separate. Fine. So can you find the stationary distribution, because P2 is my absorbing state. Is it okay? So can you find the stationary distribution corresponding to the 2 only? So it's a 0, 1, 0, 0. So that means the first option, there is no stationary distribution, cancel. Second is, once we know this value is absorbing, so I can cancel this one, and the rest of 1, you can see it's a double stochastic. So once it's a double stochastic, you can also find the second. How many states are there? 1, 3 and 4. There are the 3 states. So the stationary probabilities corresponding to each state is 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3. The second option said it's a unique. Fine. Now there are exactly 2 or infinitely many 2. And since we all know, once we know the first stationary distribution, say pi 1, second is my pi 2, then the convex linear combination alpha 1 pi 1 plus 1 minus alpha pi 2, where is a convex linear combinations, alpha lies between 0 and 1. It is also the stationary distributions. Now alpha has infinitely many values, therefore stationary distribution has infinitely many values. So right answer is D is the correct answer of the problem. Look at the next one. Okay students, just one the information for you. अगर आप चाहते हो, if you want for more detail about the statistics, you can see my playlist, separate playlist for the PYQ on the statistics, and you can see in this playlist you can find the statistics solution of all those papers. Fine. Moreover, you can also see you can see the shortcut tricks for the estimators, sampling distribution, most powerful test, testing of hypothesis, confidence interval. All topics I had explained very well with the help of the shortcut tricks in this lecture. You must follow this playlist and learn the concept very well. Chaliye, look at the next one. X, Y, Z are the independent normal random variable. Fine. That means X follows the normal distribution with the mean -1, variance 1. Y follows normal distribution with the mean 0, variance 1. Z follows the normal distribution with the mean 1, variance 3. Which of the following random variable is the Cauchy distributions? Very simple. Fine. Firstly, I will tell you the tips. If X or Y लिखा हुआ, if P follows normal distribution with the mean 0, variance sigma 1 square. Q follows normal distribution with the mean 0, variance sigma 2 square. Fine. Then you can see P over Q follows Cauchy distribution with the first parameter 0 and the second parameter is sigma 1 divided by sigma 2. The first parameter is called as location parameter, while the second parameter is called as the scale parameter. तो ये shortcut tricks आपको इस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व कर देगा. Find the relation between the normal distribution and the Cauchy distributions. चलिए पहला पार्ट करते हैं. X minus 1. If X follows the normal distribution, then what is X minus 1? It again follows the normal distribution. Mean will be minus of 2, variance is 1. So it can never follows the Cauchy distribution because the location parameter we needed as a 0, लेकिन यहाँ 0 नहीं बना. The first option is cancel. Look at the second option. If I use P is X plus 2Y plus Z, it follows the again normal distribution. What is the mean? -1 plus 0 plus 1. Mean is my 0. What is the variance? Because all are my independent, so you can find the variance 1 plus what is the variance of 2y? We all know this is the 4 times variance of the y, so that is a 4 plus variance of z. Variance of z is 9, so that is a 14. Fine. Similarly, for the q, it will follow. What is the q is x minus 2y plus z. It follows again the normal distribution. What is the mean? Mean is a minus 1 minus 0 plus 1 0 comma 14 again. Is it okay? Now it's satisfied by this shortcut tricks. Therefore, what is a p by q? P by q follows the Cauchy distributions, and what is the sigma 1 over sigma 2? That is my 1. So that means the second option is the correct option. Look at the third one. What is a z minus 1? Z follows the normal distribution. Z minus 1 also follows the normal distribution with the mean and the variance 0, 3. What is a y? Y follows the normal distribution with 0, 1. Therefore, z minus 1 over y follows the Cauchy distribution, fine. Location parameter 0, fine. But sigma 1 over sigma 2. Remember, this is sigma 1 square. Fine. And we need a sigma 1 and sigma 2. It is not the location parameter 1. And similarly, we look for the last case. First of all, this is the part B. So we already got the answer. But if you want x minus y, it follows the normal distribution. Mean is my minus 1. Variance is my 2. And it can never follows the location parameter 0 because the mean is minus 1. So the right answer is B is the correct option. Okay, look at the next one. X is the single sample. You can see x is a simple sample, and the distribution is given to you confidence interval. क्या बताया था मैंने आपको इस लेक्चर में भी, कॉन्फिडेंस इंटरवल पे, जब आपने पी वाई क्यू ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस इंटरवल, दिस लेक्चर पी वाई क्यू ऑफ द कॉन्फिडेंस इंटरवल. फाइन. जब भी आपको फाइन आपका टारगेट है इसको सबसे पहले 0 और 1 में कन्वर्ट करना, तो कैसे करोगे आप? x ओवर थीटा डिवाइड करना होगा. तो आई कॉल दिस नंबर इज से u. फाइन. तो आपकी लिमिट, ये फंक्शन किस में बन गया? सो डी यू विल बी 1 ओवर थीटा इंटू डी एक्स. तो आप इस चीज को क्या लिख सकते हो? एक थीटा बाहर ले लिया और एक अंदर ले लिया, तो आपका एफ ऑफ यू क्या बन गया? 2 इंटू 1 माइनस यू, वेयर यू इज लाइज बिटवीन 0 एंड 1. यहां तक क्लियर हो गया? फाइन. एंड क्लियरली से दिस इज नॉट द यूनिफॉर्म डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. यूनिफॉर्म डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन तो नहीं बना आपका. नाउ योर टारगेट इज टू फाइंड द कॉन्फिडेंस इंटरवल. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, you can see x is less than of the theta, and your target is to find the confidence interval of the theta. Because the lower limit is my x, so we can start, lower limit is always be the x. Fine. तो यहां देखिए फोर्थ में लोअर लिमिट नहीं है, ये अपर लिमिट है आपके पास. तो फोर्थ ऑप्शन तो आपका पहले ही कैंसिल हो गया. क्लियर? नाउ कॉन्फिडेंस इंटरवल होगा क्या इसका भी? इट विल बी x. फाइन. एंड x over whatever the level of significance I call as the alpha. That is a confidence level. That means you can see probability x less than equal to theta is less than equal to x by alpha. That must be 1 minus alpha. Fine. Now your target is to find the value of alpha. Clear? So what is a u? U is x by theta because we have the PDF. So I can divide it by theta on the both side. Fine. So that will be u, which is less than 1, less than of theta divided by alpha, which is 1 minus alpha. Clear? Now your target is to find the value of, sorry, it's a u. Clear? But I need the value of the u. So how you can define that? So instead of divided by u, I can write this number is probability. I can multiply alpha is less than of x by theta is less than 1. ये लिख सकता हूं मैं इसे. फाइन. दिस नंबर विल बी माई u. फाइन. तो ये नंबर मेरा क्या हो गया? u हो गया. नाउ हाउ यू कैन डिफाइन द प्रोबेबिलिटी? वंस यू हैव द PDF, you can integrate twice 1 minus u of du. तो यहां से सॉल्व करके अल्फा निकाल लीजिए. So what will happen if you integrate them? It's a 1 minus u square divided by minus 1 into 2. That's a minus of 2. Integrate from alpha to 1 is 1 minus alpha. तो कितना आंसर हो गया यहाँ से? अल्फा 1 से इस विल बी द 0, दैट विल बी एंड 2, ये 2 से 2 कैंसिल हो गया आपका. फाइन. सो इट विल बी 1 माइनस अल्फा स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू कितना कॉन्फिडेंस बोला आपको? 0.95. तो दैट मीन्स दिस नंबर, द राइट हैंड साइड विल बी माई 0.95. So can you find the value of the alpha? 1 minus 0.95. तो यहां पे फिल कर दो, आपके पास A is the right answer of the problem. Clear? चलिए look at the next one. Your target is to find the MLE. It's a binomial distributions. Fine. Now it's a discrete value. So what are the possible pairs? 5 1 by 4, 5 3 by 4, 6 1 by 4, 6 3 by 4. इन्हीं में से ही कहीं ना कहीं पे आपका MLE एग्जिस्ट करेगा बिकॉज दे आर द डिस्क्रीट वैल्यूज. फाइन. सो लुक एट द ऑप्शंस. अगर इनमें से कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है तो डिस्कार्ड कर देते हैं, सब कुछ है. नाउ व्हाट इज द L? व्हाट इज द PDF इज N C X की वैल्यू गिवन है आपके पास. N C X is my 3. Probability is P is not given, P cube, and Q is my 1 minus P of N minus 3. Is it okay? Now we can substitute the 1 by 1 answer. If I use the 5 and 1 by 4, fine. Okay, single observation है तो likelihood में इस चीज की जरूरत ही नहीं है बिकॉज आपका सिंगल ऑब्जर्व है. तो पहले N फिल करते हैं. 5C3, P is my 1 by 4. Fine. Q is my 3 by 4. तो 5C10, 23 into 3 is 9 over 4 raised to power 5. ये पहला आंसर हो गया. सेकेंड आंसर के लिए now N is 5. So 5C3 is 10. Probability is 3 by 4. So that means 3 over 4 raised to power 3. 1 by 4 raised to power 2. So that will be 10 into 27 raised to power 4 over 5. क्लियर? तो क्लियरली से ये तो आपको बड़ा मिल गया ना, इससे तो बड़ा यही है आपके पास. तो ये पहला ऑप्शन तो पहले ही कैंसिल हो गया आपका. क्लियर? नाउ लुक एट द थर्ड ऑप्शन. 6. व्हाट इज द 6C3? 6C3 will be 6 5 4 over 3 2 1. That is a 6. That is a 20. Probability is 3 by 4 into 3 and 1 by 4 into 3 because N is my 6. So that number will be 620 is a 27 divided by 4 raised to power 6. And the last case is when P is equal to 1 by 4. Fine. And Q is my 3 by 4. So that will be 27 divided by 4 raised to power 6. Now which one is the maximum? You can see 4 raised to power 5. If I multiply by 4 on the both sides, तो सबका बेस सेम हो गया. आप यहां भी कर सकते हो. फाइन. तो विच वन इज द मैक्सिमम? क्लियरली से ये नंबर आपका 4 into 7, 10 into 27 into 4 is my maximum answer. So that means the B is the correct answer of the problem. So you can see that all these questions is a very, very simple way I had explained you. For more details, as I mentioned you can follow this playlist and watch these videos. I will upload the part 2 of this statistics very soon. Till then, you can share this video. You can like and comment on it. Happy learning, students. Best wishes. Thanks for the watching.